guys, what's going on? It's Stef here. I hope you've been well. I know I have, and it's time for another metal detecting, treasure hunting adventure. In this week's episode, we are back in Cape Cod, courtesy of our friend Eric, who invited myself, the Hoarder crew, and Brad from Green Mountain Metal Detecting to come search some of the oldest properties in America. We all found some amazing old coins, colonial relics, but one person in particular kinda stole the show that day. I mean, this is truly one of the best hunts I've seen of somebody else's in quite some time. But don't worry, we did all contribute. So without giving you any spoilers whatsoever, let's hop in. Well, Brad is on the board.
Oh, is that what I think it is?
It's a knee
Yeah,
buckle.
no, it might even be a shoe buckle, actually.
Looks
It's
small.
either one. Wow. That is absolutely gorgeous. Let me get this in better light just a little bit.
1820s.
Yeah, you know what? I would say knee buckle. It looks like it's kind of just a little bit longer this way, where the pin terminal ran that way. Good mid-1700s piece right there. That's awesome.
It's a very specific.
Beautiful, beautiful knee buckle for Brad.
Nice job, Brad.
So it's a very specific
That's awesome.
style and shape.
Well, it seems like we're getting on it at this property. Eric has something here.
Yeah, it was a.
He says old.
I thought it was going to be a penny, but
Wow, it's huge. Big old dandy, but let me see that.
there you go.
Wow. It's got a beautiful pattern.
Yep.
Look.
It's all hand scribed.
Yeah. Or punched on a machine. I
Yeah.
can't recall. I think they did it a couple of different ways.
Is it shank
but-
on there?
Yeah,
I think
it is.
Perfect.
It is. That is awesome. I'd be really happy with that.
I am.
It's funny. It's got a little bend to it. The one little flat button I pulled out so far has a bend in the same
Oh, it does?
spot. Yeah.
Well, maybe they got run over by the same train.
Wow. That's a beautiful piece. We don't even need to clean that up and come back.
No.
But yeah, for those of you who are unfamiliar with what we refer to as dandy buttons, these are big frock coat buttons from about 1770 to 1800. Really cool piece. That is awesome.
Yep.
I know you love dandies.
I
so-
do love them. I do.
Who doesn't?
They're so personal.
I mean, come on, if you're a colonial relic hunter, you
Yeah,
have to love
they're
dandy
so
buttons.
personal.
Yeah, they're all different too. I mean, so rarely do you find many
So
of
like
the
this one
same
has the
exact.
initials GW on it, and so I.
It looked really big too when it was upside down. I said, "Oh man, what if that has a
Yeah.
a special pattern on there?"
Maybe the next one will.
Maybe the next one. It's mine though. It's mine.
I'm happy with it.
I'd be happy with that too. So, well, I'm in bad shadows right now. Eric is modeling the find, but this is Brad's. He just dug up a couple of cool things. And I love this. This is a really cool little escutcheon for like a trunk or something. It accepted a small key, and I've never quite seen one like that.
Found that
And that,
5 steps away.
Wow.
That's the handle.
Big banging signal. I wonder, I don't know if that it would have gone to the same type of thing.
Oh,
though,
come
because
on.
it's like, well, maybe. Oh. Maybe it just seems like that's a huge piece of that's a huge piece of hardware.
That's true.
And this is just teeny tiny, but cool pieces so far. You're doing well out here.
Hey, thanks.
All right, here you go. I'm gonna keep swinging. Well, this is something I don't find too often because, well, I am at a colonial site, but normally I'm at colonial sites. But of course, there is cross-century contamination. So this was ringing off like a 27, almost like a nickel number. But dug down about 8 inches and just felt this at the bottom of the hole. And this is like a sock or garter clasp. I believe it was actually for menswear. I think I actually have, I know I have, some images from the 1897 Sears catalog showing exactly how these were affixed to socks. So, pretty cool piece. Again, not a super duper treasure, but I do enjoy finding these from time to time. So, hey, high hopes for the yard for sure. There's a lot of good stuff coming out. I can't wait to see what else we find today. Well, Jason just got the oldest coin of the day so far.
This is a beauty too, Steph.
Is it? I hadn't even looked at it yet. Wow, it is. So we have a 1905 Indian head cent, so a later one, but I mean in really good condition. You could just even
I call them one wipers down in our
one
neck of the
wipers.
woods.
Yep, absolutely. I think I call it that too.
Yeah.
I
Now
know it.
Doug uses the term one wiper, but he means it in a whole different way.
Yeah, he does. We love picking on Doug. It's so easy, and he laughs too because
Everybody envies me for it.
right now he thinks he's working on musket ball number 2. He just dug one, and now he's making a prediction at this hole. So we'll see what happens there, but just in case nothing does, we'll get back to Jay's coin. So really, really nice Indian head scent. I like that one a lot. Good looking coin. The soil has been very kind.
It's very kind to
just
everything.
pretty
so
much
far.
everything
Yeah,
that we've dug
everything.
up today.
Not a lot of
so.
fertilizer in the
No.
yard. Low enough water table where it's not
Yep.
sitting in the mud.
We
Yeah.
don't use any fertilizer.
Yeah, it comes up really, really clean.
Yeah.
And the water table low enough, it just sat in like watery mud. It would corrode and bump and look ugly, but because the water got good drainage going down.
Yeah, they don't
really
always
clean
look like that. That's for
Really
sure.
is a great shape.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's nice for 120 years old.
I'll tell you what, I'm starting to get excited about midtones because I've been digging a ton of clad in this yard, but there are targets everywhere. This was ringing up between like a 53, 55, and the first thing that I saw come out of the hole was a nice little piece of pottery. Actually, that may not have even been the piece I was looking at, but anyway. Yeah, so like a glazed pottery, could be 1700s, 1800s, not quite sure. Not enough of it to say, but this was the target. And it came up like this. I see these two little like soldering points on the back here. And then the front has like a silver wash to it. It's really interesting. I don't know if there's anything etched on there. I don't know if this is some kind of odd type of horse bridle rosette or what. So let me get that a brush down. I'll come back. That looks kind of interesting. Well, I sprayed it off. I'm absolutely no closer to finding out exactly what this is. Again, two soldering marks here, which implies that it was, attached to something, definitely. And as I sprayed it, a lot of the silver plating was coming off, but it's kind of shiny underneath. So now I'm not convinced it's as old. I really don't know what this is. I'll check in with the guys if, maybe somebody will have an answer. But if not, leave your thoughts in the comments because I'm pretty curious. I really honestly am not sure. So cool piece. We'll keep moving. So Brad got on something pretty interesting here. Get out of my
Actually, it's very interesting.
Very, very interesting.
very interesting.
Museum quality.
No, it's really cool. I've never seen one. So it's a tiny little compass. And what did you say for age, you think? What were you? I just saw you Googling
Yeah, no,
feverishly over here, so I came over.
I don't know. It feels Victorian to me, maybe late 1800s, very early 1900s. The ones that I was seeing online, I don't know anything about these. I just Googled them.
So different. I've never seen anything like that.
It seems the ones I was seeing online were brass and were early 1900s. So
For a compass, though, it's just so tiny. It would have had the whole water.
That is a
had
really
the
cool
needle
piece.
in there,
It
like-
almost looks like, to me, like maybe it was attached to a fob or something, like a chatelaine or something.
Yeah, I think when around your
Or like a
neck and
man's-
you'd use it as needed.
Or that too, that makes probably even more sense. But
mean,
that's
it looks-
super
it
cool
could've-
piece if
it
it wants to
looks just
focus. There we
I think
go.
it's really cool. Valuable.
I really, really like that a lot.
LL Bean
That's
3
awesome.
years ago. But
See that top?
Whoop. There you go.
Yeah, what year?
And
I didn't get that
I don't even
far.
know what you've found. Like I said, I just came over to the Google party.
An old Epsom salt
Epsom
cap.
salt cap. All right. How
Early
old is that?
1900s.
Early 19s. Always active.
Just like me.
It's perfect for you.
Yeah.
It's absolutely perfect. Huh. Yeah, I can't say I've seen one of those before either. So two things I've never seen. Right off the
look like
rip.
that,
Very
Steph.
cool. Oh, okay.
There's the lid. I don't know if you can capture
Gives
it
us
or
some
not.
context. Yeah, I'm grabbing it.
It does seem pretty interesting.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Sure, thank you.
So, and Doug still uses effervescent salts to this
Oh,
day.
yeah.
So really,
At least 6 times a week.
I think he might have. He invests in that brand.
Yes.
So,
Oh,
he's stock-
God. So evidently there's been a lot of commotion. Jason's over there filming Doug's find right now. I have no idea what it is.
it's a dandy button.
Thanks for ruining it. Anyway, but hey, that's cool. And you have something which I will go and film in a minute. Something that I'm jealous of because I love to find them too. But we're over here taking a peek at this, and I was leaving the fresh dirt on it because Jason, I know, wants to come over and film it. So I'd like to do him that favor sometimes. I don't know what this is. It's broken right here. Do you have any idea?
I don't have any idea.
Neither do I.
The shape of it resembles the cover for like a padlock keyhole, but it's
Yeah.
way too big for that.
It's-
Was it
yeah.
like lead or pewter or
It's
something?
it's like a lead pewter. It could even be a pot metal. I'm not really sure, but very fancy. I'll clean it off in a few. Once Jason comes over, I'll check back in. Maybe he has an idea. Every so often, he surprises me with his IDs. So, yep, we'll be back. So
But you
Doug
got a
has a dandy button. Brad already ruined the
What did I
surprise
say,
of that.
Dan? Can you see that floral
Oh, wow,
with
yeah.
a full shank?
Beautiful patina.
Yes.
When you hold it in the light just right, you can see a
Yep.
really nice flower. So another dandy button
Nice.
on the day. And they're coming out really beautiful
Yeah,
too.
they
I hope
are.
I get my
This
coil over
soil
one.
isn't bad.
Not bad at all.
Well,
Yeah.
it kills the zinc pennies.
Well,
But
also
everything does.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep, I've still dug a few today.
Nice.
But really nice find. I love
All right.
that. And now, doing the rounds,
Dirty dog.
we've got shoe buckle guts. The frame's got to be around here somewhere, Brad.
Yeah.
Keep looking. Keep looking. I don't think it went to that, well, clearly not the knee buckle you found earlier.
It's a little too big for that one.
Yeah, a little bit too big, but still a cool piece. Brad and I both love shoe buckles. Just colonial buckles that were worn on a person are awesome to me. It's like quintessential colonial. So, nice piece there. I'd be pretty happy with that.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. Well, I got in the zone and I almost forgot to come back and film the cleaned up version of whatever this might be. Jason and I were thinking maybe some type of finial. I don't want to interrupt him right now. He's yapping with Brad and I'm not sure if anybody's filming, but you'll see him later. I don't know. I like it a lot, whatever it is. It seems to be some kind of lead pewter composite, maybe pot metal. I'm not sure, but certainly over 100 years old, I would say. And again, probably a finial to something, I would think. It's definitely broken there, but whatever the case, I think it's a really cool piece. And I like these types of oddities. They make nice display pieces, so really, really cool. We'll keep going. Well, I just got something interesting. This is the field, or yard rather, it's just so huge, that we've been working. And I decided to come down. I have a huge tree to my back. This was like a 33, 34 signal. I said, why not? And I picked it up briefly and saw that it was interesting. So I put it back down so that we can reveal it together. Let me make sure I've got full sun for this, because there's definitely something cool on this button that I just dropped. So the shank does not look very old to me. It looks to be a tin back. So this is probably going to be early 1900s or so. But I'm curious to see exactly. Whoa. That is really cool. It's some kind of crest. I can't really see that well through the viewfinder at the moment. I'm going to need to brush that off and get back to you. But whatever it is, even if it's on the more modern side, that is a super cool button. Let me come right back with it. I am actually pretty excited about that. So Jason just came over to film this. And I wanted to show this to you. We didn't even really have to brush it off because he was handling it and it started flaking, but in a really nice way where you can, well, I can't read what that says. It's in Latin, evidently. But you can see very clearly a really cool crest. We both do think, like you said, it's probably modern blazer.
20th century.
Yeah, definitely 20th century. And again, that has to do a lot with the back and the style of the shank. That's pretty familiar to us as civilian and somewhat modern, but for a modern piece, that is super duper cool.
It's intricate, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any like that. So,
And like you said, I think they used that whole British design motif to kind of make it look more military.
yeah, definitely.
So that was part of
I mean,
the
I'd
design.
wear this on a coat.
And you can see
Pretty
the
cool.
real fine lines, like in the background of the button, like there's horizontal lines.
Yeah.
Just intricate all the way through and through. It's a really nice piece.
Yeah, I like it. Not upset about that one.
No, those are
Interesting stuff, as I keep saying. We are finding just a multitude of different things today.
nice.
And
It sure beats the frozen winter, wasn't it? It's nice
So
to get back
much.
out finding things.
Yep.
Good job, Steph. I'm happy for
Thank
you.
Well, this guy now has
The two oldest.
the two oldest coins of the day. He came up to show me this. And if you're not into numismatics, you may not have the same appreciation that we do, but in 1868 is a semi-key date.
Yes.
That is a really tough date to get. Do you have any 68s that you can
I
remember?
have the entire Indian run except for 77, the only one I don't have. Not trying to
Really?
brag.
Well,
but
no,
we
that's
find a
cool.
lot of Indians.
Yeah.
What I liked, Steph, was it was
Yeah.
another one wiper, as we
Yeah,
call it
it's
down
beautiful.
in Jersey.
It's absolutely gorgeous. All the details are there.
I think Doug calls him, or Rich calls him a greenie, even though I can't see it. Is it a greenie?
Oh, yeah.
It's an
Okay.
emerald
Yep.
green.
To me, it looks
It's
like a Hershey
beautiful.
chocolate bar that got left in the sun for a couple hours. But they call them greenies. But
It really is a greenie. That's what I would call it, too.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful coin. Congrats.
Thank you.
You know, I wish we had found some big coppers in this
we're only
yard.
10 years off the big copper. from
Only
this.
10 years off.
So,
Not even. No, yeah, it's 10.
11 or whatever.
11,
it is.
yes.
But the house goes back to 1780, so
You never know.
the day is not over, Steph.
No.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, Brad's got something pretty fantastic here. I could see it from 30 feet away. He said he's got find of the day, ran away to get his camera equipment.
So
I won't move it.
Like I said, it looks like I hit it with my shovel, but I didn't.
Whoa. I thought it was a spoon. I just saw the
No, yeah, no,
component
it's a
far
silver
away.
knife. It says sterling,
Oh, wow.
but it's also got a name. I think it says Goodwin.
Let me see. I wonder if I can see it better.
And then on this side, it says Grace.
Whoa.
Really?
Wow.
How the heck
That
did we
is
miss
so
that?
cool.
I mean, that must have been screaming.
Well, we all missed a bunch of screaming targets the first rip through the yard, you know? I mean, I was taking a bunch of high tones after I'd already blasted through part of the yard, so... Wow, that is so cool.
Hey, thanks.
I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't hard.
It's pretty loud.
With
all of us out here.
Oh my gosh. And that will not be difficult.
We
I
got
don't,
close.
I've dug
got
silverware
rolling.
that's this thick where it's easy to just bend it
Yeah,
back
yeah,
with like a,
yeah.
you know, I'm not going to do it for
No, it
you
would
because
definitely
things
break.
go wrong with silver sometimes.
Nice.
But wow, congratulations. That's
Nice job.
amazing. I love, love, love silverware and I so seldom find it. And I think that's like the third piece you've found near me so far. In times past and today. That is such a great find. I love it. All right, do your thing. I'll walk away now. Awesome find. Well, I was just over here minding my own business. Got a deep signal in the 50s. And Eric happened to be yapping with me. And just pulled this up. This is absolutely beautiful. And I think, maybe it's not a fatty. I don't know. But it's definitely an Indian head and it's gorgeous. We've been talking about one wipers all day. Of course, it's going to be caked up on that side. Stand by. Let me see if I can get this in the sun better anyhow. Wow, I can't believe how caked it is on that side. I guess that was face up. Hopefully I'm not rubbing the patina right off. Very dirty on that side. You know what? I'm going to brush this off and come back because I'm not going to get a date thumb punching it like that. So I will be right back. But it's probably going to be in really good condition, especially considering the back. So very nice. Okay, well, there it is, the beautiful reavers. And the front, unfortunately, it's still really caked up, but it looks like it's 1900 on the nose. Can't really tell right now. Hopefully I'll get a date by the time I get home, but not entirely sure. It's still a nice old coin either way, well over 100 years old. So, happy with that, and I really do love the condition of the reavers. It's a beautiful coin. Someone's really excited about something.
I am really excited.
You know, and I kind of came through this area, but I gave up really quickly.
This was
Apparently I
a
shouldn't
tiny little squeaker.
Little squeaker. All right, let me see it. You sound pretty darn excited, so.
I'm gonna hand it to you,
Okay.
and there
All right,
you
so
go.
let me feel it up for it's a coin. It's a coin, it's in my hand. It feels like a cent or something, but you sound too excited for. Whoa, wait a minute. You son of a. I can't say it. Oh my God. I'm trying not to talk too loud because Jay doesn't want to know anything in advance and he hasn't seen this yet. It's a capped bust dime.
Is it a dime or half dime?
That's a dime. It says 10C underneath. And it's a little bigger than a modern dime.
I'm so
Come
excited
over.
about
Yeah,
that.
I am pumped for you. Congrats.
Thank you.
That's amazing. It's
appreciate
absolutely amazing. And weren't you just saying yesterday that you wanted to find one?
Yes.
Yep.
Yesterday, last night. Last night we were sitting around the table and
And Jason and I were just talking about these two. Good gravy. Oh, I wish I could see that date. We're going to wait for Jay, though.
Are
Back
you
in-
kidding me?
Look who has arrived. At least it's not a flying eagle. There's that.
I thought it
It's a
was.
capped plus
No.
dime.
it's a cap bust.
Oh,
I'm trying not to talk too loud. Jason
Yeah,
doesn't know what it
yeah.
is yet. He likes to be surprised.
yeah.
So the reading on the edge is still.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's going to be in great condition. It's a little
Other
bit worn on the
than
front. but-
needing a spray, that's
Yeah.
in great
No,
shape.
it needs a spray. I just want to wait for Jason to
Yeah.
come over and see
Oh.
it. So why don't you put it back in the hole?
I will.
Dude,
Keep it nice and
Yep,
safe.
Thank you.
And then we'll take a cleanup shot afterwards.
I'm gonna drop it in your
Okay,
hand.
okay, I'm gonna try to feel. My eyes are closed.
Don't rub it.
Don't rub it. Is
No,
it a
don't
coin?
rub it.
It's a round thing.
Yes,
It's a round coin.
it's a coin.
That you don't want to rub.
Is it a silver coin?
Yes.
Is it a seeded coin?
No.
Is it a cap bust coin? It's a you got a cap bust? No, you didn't. Son of a gun! It's a cap bust. Is it a dime or a half dime?
It's a dime.
Oh my!
It's a
Look
dime.
at the coloring on it too. Wow.
We need some quarter hoarder water.
Look at that.
Look at the condition of
It's
that.
got a beautiful patina on it.
Still got reading on it.
Yes. That is amazing.
That's beautiful.
Let me hand this around. I want to get some close-ups in the sun because the light we're at is not real good. Congratulations, man. Wow. 2 of the best finds after we've been here 5 hours. Just
Back
now
to
starting
back.
to come out of the ground. Let's pass that around. I'm going to come back with a close-up after everyone else
All
gets
right.
it. Amazing, man. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, so there it is, the capped bust dime. I am dying inside because I was swinging kind of in that area and got sick of it very quickly. So I didn't continue, but oh well. Beautiful coin for Eric, 1834. These don't come up very often at all. I've got 2 capped bust half dimes to my name in like 8 years, so not common. And again, the denomination is right under the eagle here, 10C for 10 cents. Just a bit bigger than a modern dime. That is a winner. That is an amazing find, back to back, amazing pieces of silver. That is awesome.
I think the 34 is...
So Brad is very excited about something.
really?
Don't say anything,
Oh, are
Doug.
you kidding?
I didn't hear it.
So
I didn't hear it. I don't know.
I just found a copper, the first copper of the day. Our friend Eric had just found this incredible dime, 1834. Is that what you said it was? And so far, they found some Indians throughout the day. Indian had cents, but no coppers. I just found the first copper, and holy smokes!
I can see it from here.
And it's beautiful. I have found 3 or 4. So this side, you can clearly see up here top. It says Nova Constellatio. It's like perfect. Oh my God! Look right at it. Look right at it. Oh man.
Well, there it is. Brad's Nova Constellatio. In ridiculous condition.
Yeah.
And I'm trying very hard not to touch the edges because it is starting to flake. But you guys, this is... I'm trying to orient it in my hand without making it flake more. This is the first coin minted under the authority of the United States. They began in 1783. The date will be right down here where my thumb is. It's obscured by dirt right now, and I am not about to try to clean this in the field. You'll rub it? Okay. I mean,
It's down at the bottom?
Yep, it'll
I didn't
be right
think
under
these were
that
dated.
US. It's the first coin with anything US on it, too.
I don't see it.
Doug, here's
I can see a 17.8. That's about it.
I can't.
You know what? I think it's a 1785 because the US and the
I definitely
1783s is
it's
a really
a
block
cameo.
letter
Right.
US.
Yep.
So that is probably an 85.
Yeah, that's the word I was
Absolutely gorgeous. And just for the sake of perspective, smack in the middle of the field. We have all swung over this all day.
Yep. I thought for
I'll
sure it
bet
was
every
gonna be
coil went over that single spot, but it wasn't meant for anyone but Brad.
I went around.
Sure. Whatever. I'm sure I swung right over that. And how deep was that? Was it deep
It
down there?
was. I pulled out. You can see the plug right there.
Yeah.
I pulled it out. What is that? Like 6-7
think
inches, and then it
this
was
is
a little bit further
saddle
down than that.
Wow.
that would go on the.
Well, for one copper to be in the yard, that's not a bad one.
I was so surprised about
No
that.
matrix,
Not a bad
no
one. Wow.
braided hairs. No
I can't get it
drape
into
bust.
focus now. I'm just messing around. Okay, here you go.
Hey, thanks.
Put that somewhere safe. Whoa. Well, by now, I guess you can see who had the best day. Congrats, Brad. What an amazing way to end the day. Between that, the knee buckle, that inscribed silver knife, that is an awesome day in my book. And of course, we had Eric with the capped bust dime at the very end of the day, too. That's also an amazing find. What a cool day to experience and take part in. Now, if you have made it this far and you've enjoyed what you're watching but haven't already done so, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss a video from me in the future. I actually have several collab videos and group hunts in the pipeline for you to enjoy, so keep your eyes peeled for those. And with that, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Happy hunting, and we'll see you next time.